Hey everyone, my name is Kendra Rhodes, and Jennifer asked me to do a little video explaining my experience with Votiva and some of the symptoms I was having before Votiva, and then how Votiva has helped and changed and corrected a lot of those issues that I was having. So let me give you a little bit of background on me. I'm 35 years old. I have carried and delivered 3 babies, the last 2 of which were twins, so you can imagine the havoc wreaked on my pelvic floor. I first started noticing issues when I was pregnant with the twins. I didn't really think anything of it. Obviously carrying twins is a little bit more substantial in a lot of areas. And so whenever I started having urinary incontinence, I just kind of assumed that it's because I had 2 babies in there pushing on my bladder. I didn't really think a whole lot of it. Once the babies came and we got home with them and everything, I started noticing that the urinary incontinence didn't stop. In fact, it just got worse and worse and worse. To the point where, I was having to, this is embarrassing, but I was having to change my underwear several times a day because of the leakage. It was just, and I didn't even feel it happening. It was just so much that it started to become a really big problem for me. So I actually visited one of the best urologists in town. At that time, of course, this was before Votiva, before I knew anything about Votiva. The only option for me would have been a bladder mesh implant. Surgery was really not something I was interested in at the time, especially having 2 little boys. I needed to help get in and out of the car, pick them up a lot, load them into baskets, that kind of thing. I knew that the downtime with surgery would have been too much for me to be able to take care of them the way that they needed, and so I kind of just put it off and just put it in the back of my mind. I'm pretty good procrastinating at things that I don't want to do, and so anyway, whenever Jennifer approached me with the Votiva, I asked her point blank, can this help my urinary incontinence? And she said yes. Not only was I having the leakage issues, but I was also having extreme dryness, extreme pain during intercourse with my husband. Even putting a tampon in was excruciating painful. So, I asked her if Votiva could help me with all of those areas, and she was like, absolutely, yes. As funny as this now, I didn't even clear it with my husband first. I just said, sign me up. I don't care for a consultation. I just get my first treatment on the books. Guys, that was the best decision I have ever made. After the first initial treatment, my urinary incontinence was gone. And we're talking 4 years worth of urinary incontinence. My twins turned 4 in May, and I had my treatments in April. And so just 1 month shy of being 4 years with this issue, gone overnight. When Jennifer said, there is no pain, there is no downtime, there is no bleeding, there is no cramping, guys, she's right. I walked out of her office after my first treatment and literally ran errands. I went to the car wash, I went to Walmart, I went to the cleaners. I did all of these things because I had a sitter for the kids at the time. Then I hurried up and ran all my errands because I had no pain. I didn't feel like anything had happened at all. And in my mind I was thinking, gosh, did this even do anything? Did it even do any good? I can't feel anything. But it was immediate. The following day, following couple of weeks, up until my next treatment, I was blown away. Just no leakage at all. There was no smell, nothing. All of the issues that I had before was done. It was gone. So fast forward, I had my second treatment. Things just got better and better. You could tell when Christian was doing the treatment itself, it felt a little bit scratchy on the inside, but that's because of the tissue, the damage to my tissue on the inside. But with each treatment, you could tell that the tissue was getting smoother, and it was, whatever the Votiva does, I still don't quite even understand how it works. I just know that it does. But each time, each treatment got more and more comfortable to the point where it actually felt really good. It's heated, so it's almost like a heated massage up in there, which felt really, really good on the 3rd and final treatment. So, like I said, my treatments were in April, and here we are, it's August. I still have no issues, no leakage, no pain with intercourse, inserting tampons. My vaginal dryness is gone. I could not think of a better thing to do for yourself. And I could not thank Jennifer and Christian enough for bringing Votiva to this area for all of us women like myself that have had these issues. You know, this is something that a lot of women struggle with, and I think it's almost a taboo subject, especially with the generations a little older than mine. That's just not something that women talk about. And ladies, I want to share with you that there's nothing shameful or embarrassing about anything that happens to our bodies. Bringing babies into this world is hard on a woman's body. This is nothing that I did to myself intentionally. I mean, obviously I brought children into the world intentionally, but you know, it's not like I really did this to my body because I wasn't taking care of myself. This is just something that happened. I felt guilty a little bit about the price. I felt guilty about doing something for myself. But my mom said it best. She said, you know, if this were your husband, he would get this fixed. If this was the issue he was having, he would get it fixed. And you know what? She was right. Ladies, it's time. It's time to take care of yourself. It's time to do something good for yourself. If you have had any of the issues that I had, go see Jennifer and Christian. Go talk to them about Votiva. It's the best thing that you can do for yourself. And trust me when I say that Votiva has changed my life, it has changed my life. I am so incredibly thankful for this treatment, for the women who brought it to this area. And I encourage you to do something for yourself. Do this for yourself. If you're having these issues, I guarantee you, you will not be sorry. I hope that this has been informative. I hope that this helps you kind of clear some things up, any questions that you might have. But seriously, go see Jennifer and go see Christian. You will not be disappointed. Y'all have a great evening.